After 12 years of schooling, it's still funny how, somehow, we're still unprepared for the real world. As we move from our late teenagehood years into our young adulthood lives, more and more we want a state of freedom and control over our own lives, without necessarily understanding the responsibilities that come with having that type of life. This is until we get into the real world, or well, get thrown into the real world, and get hit with the sudden realization that no one is coming to save us. This is all while happening while we're trying to figure out our own identity, as well as understanding the rules of adulthood and how adulthood works in general. I'm sure many of you can relate, and sometimes it may feel like you need to have everything figured out. But the older you get, it starts to dawn on you that you don't have to have everything figured out, and that there's always going to be something to figure out, even when you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s. That's the way life works. Now, it is with the sentiment of trying to understand adulthood, as well as creating a community for young people by young people, that Understanding Independence was created. This will be a place where you can share your opinions, experiences, and perspectives on youth, even if you don't necessarily consider yourself youth. Now, since us young people are notorious for having very short attention spans, let me tell you how this one will work. We're going to have two formats. One format where it's just going to be on topic of discussion. This will be ranging from maybe 10 minutes to, if a topic is very lengthy, to maybe 30 minutes, but the most is probably going to be 10 to 20 minutes. And then we're going to have a second format where it's going to be a full podcast tackling more issues. I know I said there'll be two formats, but there is a third unofficial one where I'll be doing solo podcast, diving into the issues of independence and what I see, my thoughts and perspectives as well. So comment on what topics you'd want to be discussed here on Understanding Independence. And if you're up to the task, become a guest here on Understanding Independence.